Hey guys, we're here today recording our next episode of Road to Rank. Today it's going to be around Rayquaza, and then we're going to move ground to Thursday. Biggest reason being is that Randy felt a little bit less confident in this team. Shout out to Randy, by the way. Randy, of course, being one of my two main builders. But I wanted to show Ray. Ray is probably going to be one of the harder mons to use, I'm not going to lie, so I wanted to bang it out sooner, and I figured get it out of the way with the Weather Trio. It just felt thematically like it should fit there. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this. If you do, leave a like below and subscribe for more Road to Rank content like this. We have it up every Tuesday and Thursday from now until the end of this GS Cup format, I guess is the best way to put it. Alright, so our team for this battle is going to be Zacian-Crowned, Kyogre, Thundurus, Eternatus, Serena, Regieleki. Okay. Easy enough, easy enough. This should be an easy battle in my opinion. Versus Zacian Ogre. I'll be honest, I haven't tested this team yet, so I'm actually not too sure. I do know for a fact that Randy did leave me some notes. Shout out to Randy, by the way. But Randy left me some notes. He said that this team is very weak to Validity and Zacian. God, we're already starting off strong, matchup wise at least. Let's lead off with Rotom. I feel like Rotom Heat should be pretty good. Well, actually, I don't know if I want to lead off with Rotom Heat. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lead off with Rotom Heat because I don't want to have the Zacian lead be too much of an issue. Rotom Heat, Zacian. I'm gonna throw a Mungus on, and I'm gonna throw on Ray, and that's what we're gonna call it. Because I realized the timer was almost that, so I kind of had to rush that a bit. But with this, another note as well for this team, with the version that we have, because I did change one thing about Randy's initial paste, being that we have the Jolly Zacian, which with Jolly Zacian actually, we're max speed. Randy told me that a lot of people don't run Jolly Zacian actually in VGC. In fact, he said that he quite literally said, to put it bluntly, no one runs Jolly Zacian in VGC. So with that in mind though, I figured that with Jolly Zacian at least, we can go for Imprison, and we should be able to guarantee a pace, which is great because that should actually help neuter Zacian matchups a bit, which does help a bit because Randy did say this team was a bit weak to Zacian. So with that said, sadly with Kyogre lead, we are going to want to switch. I feel like we kind of have to switch out Rotom into. Let me actually check Rotom's speed creep, because I'm not sure what. Okay, that's definitely way too slow for Kyogre. Good to know. Good to know. It would have to be like a no speed Kyogre to put in perspective. So we're gonna switch into Among Us here, and then I think I'm going to go for a Protect. Actually, am I gonna go for Protect? I think I'm gonna go for Play Rough, because truthfully, I would have loved to, you know, try and have a turn to Scout, but I don't really think I have that luxury, to be honest with this team. Sadly, Kyogre is actually a bit of a nuisance with the mons that we have. Tailwind, okay, yeah. So there's only so much I could really do about that. To be fair, if I had, I will say, if I had Grim here, that would be one thing, but I don't even have Grim on this version of the build, so can't really change that too much. I think that this might just be a wash, to be honest. Fuck. We're starting off strong this morning, at least, I will say. Let's go into Rayquaza here. With losing Zacian, I'm not gonna lie, it does kind of suck, but we still actually do have an out tooth there. With the Shiny Ray, thankfully. Shoutouts to Randy for giving us the mons as well. You know, Randy's kind of a goat. I don't know if you know this, but Randy is an absolute legend. What we're gonna do here, we're going to go for a Spore this turn on the Kyogre. And I'm gonna go for Protect on Ray, because at the very least we do already take out the Rain with Airlock, which is amazing. If Randy's gonna go for the max ice move, that's gonna suck. That'll really suck. But unless it's max ice move, we're pretty set in my opinion. Do not click max glaciate, Randy. I think it's max glaciate, I wanna say. Hurricane. Okay. Thank God we have the Cobra Berry. Shout out to Cobra Berry. Do not dual target. Do not dual target. Do not dual target. Do not dual target. Come on. Come on. If you dual target, I'm actually gonna be so upset. Hailstorm, come on, hit the Ray. Thank God. Okay, so Kyogre being asleep is actually really nice. That is super good for us. Because I can Dynamax Ray here, and I can go for Airstream. And I can go for Rage Powder on Among Us to make sure that I'm targeting specifically the Eternatus. So that should be really good actually. Thankfully as well, it was the Torn that didn't Dynamax. Well, to be fair, I doubt the Torn would actually run it. I'm pretty sure Torn gets some Psychic moves though. We're gonna go for Rage Powder here, and I'm gonna go for the Dynamax. We're gonna go for Airstream, and I'm gonna go for it on the Eternatus here, just because it is the Awake Pokemon, and I do want to handle this first. Because next turn I can go for I'm sure that we can KO Eternatus, to be completely honest. And then I can go for Airstream on the Kyogre, outpace it, and then I should be good there. But I kind of want to let the Among Us die before I go for Airstream and Kyogre. Because I can take out Tornadus, you know, get rid of the Tailwind potential, and then also I have Rotom that I can boost speed on, and then try and take out Kyogre that way. So I feel like this is probably ultimately the smarter play in my opinion, just by a little bit. But that's what we're gonna go for, and I'm gonna really, really hope for the best at this point, to be completely honest. Hopefully, well, actually, we already saw this is Life Orb, so I don't even have to worry about if this is like a safety goggle set or something. Like, it will just die. Beautiful. Well, yeah. Okay, so Tornadus should be able to be taken out here by +2 Airstream. I would be genuinely shocked if it isn't, I'll be honest. So Kyogre is asleep here. Beautiful. Could not be better, in my opinion. So Airstream will go off on the Torn. I hate how the screen just like darkens like that. It's so, I don't know why, it's just so annoying. And I just realized there's a flaw with this plan. I have thought of that turn as if it was a singles mindset, as if I should be fine here. But I think sadly with the lead that we got, I'll be honest, I think I kind of fucked up. Well, I don't know if I'd say I fucked up, but yeah, I fucked up in the logic at least. Because I think that unless we get another sleep turn, we are still kind of screwed. Oh, Serena's in. Okay. So if we get another sleep turn, actually, we are pretty good. I think my opponent might have given us that, but only if they stay asleep, which it seems like they stay to sleep. So Tailwind should be gone now, which means that next turn I can go for the dual target after all. Or I might not even need to, because Kyogre's max should also run out next turn is the thing. So between that and the fact that I can go for the Airstream, guarantee just cut out any bullshit. So yeah, we actually might be good. Because I did run a quarter to non-max. Maybe I'll dual target just in case. So we're gonna go for dual target here. And I think I'm just gonna hope that my opponent doesn't target Ray. I feel like though the Ray is, oh, okay, well, I'll be honest, I did not realize I would kill. I kind of wish that I went for overheat that in the Serena slot, because I could have actually, I feel like I could have actually like just won the game here. But it's really not a huge deal, because I do actually still think that Rotom can handle this. Because looking at what's left, I don't think that Serena's gonna KO my, I don't think it's gonna KO my Rotom. Yeah, there's no way it KOs Rotom. To be fair, it could totally KO Ray this turn, and that would be a bit unfortunate, but I think that Rotom actually can handle the last two left. Because it's Serena and Zacian left. And there's nothing that Serena would get. Helping Hand. Okay. That's fine. As I said, I'm pretty sure if we're faster at this point. Yeah, we're slower. Okay, unfortunate. But it is what it is. GG to my opponent, though. As I said, they definitely got the better of me in that lead matchup. Alright, so this looks kind of fodder. Zacian should wipe the floor with this team. Weezing at Gardevoir. Okay, yeah, this is Bloodbath. Bloodbath turn 1 is what I'm hearing. Okay. So yeah, I kind of would love to have maxed Ray, but I don't even know if I need to be honest. Like, I think we could totally just go for a Behemoth Blade in the Weezing slot, and then I'm going to go for max Rapid Flow in the Gardevoir slot. We'll just take out Gardevoir outright this turn. I feel like Weezing should totally die too, to be fair. I can't imagine a world where Weezing doesn't still die to my set. Like, I get we're Jolly and we're not max attack, but there's no way in hell this takes that hit, right? There's 0 chance. It actually would take the hit if it was death. Well, shit. What do I know? Hey. Could be worse, could be worse. It's not like Weezing really does anything. Worst it could do is burn me, but honestly, I more need Zacian around to imprison the opposing Zacian, if I'm going to be completely honest. Protect anyway? Okay, so they basically gave me the free turn, unless I dual protected. Yeah, because now I can dual target the Weezing next turn, and then I get my attack boost afterwards. So, they're going to skill swap. Oh, okay, you know what? Go to my opponent, I guess. I don't mind, because when the Weezing... Oh, you know what? I see what they did there. You know what? Go my opponent. But again, whatever they go into next turn is still going to potentially give me this. And when I dual target the Weezing next turn, my Zacian will get whatever's in front of it. Or whatever's diagonal. I forget how the mechanic works for doubles, to be completely honest. It's been a while since I've worked with Trace in doubles. Oh, so might I actually get Wonder Guard on... Oh, this is clever. That's really clever, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. A bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. And I don't really need this Pokemon. I can't actually... It legitimately cannot do anything. We're gonna go into Grim here. And I'm gonna go for Max Knuckle on Porygon 2. Just because it's a free hit, and I can still like very easily damage that. I basically just need to keep Peace alive though, so I don't lose. But okay. God damn it. The worst move in the game. The worst move in the entire game. I hate this move so much. This move legitimately sucks ass. Oh my god. They got the burn too. Oh my god. This is gonna suck. This is going to suck ass. Ugh. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We will still make it work. We will still 100% make it work. Urshifu, do not KO. Do not KO. Do not KO. I think I'm... Because I think I lose if I get KO'd. Alright, so I don't know if I can actually beat the Porygon. Yeah, this is unfortunate. The game is clearly over at this point. I'm going... Like, definitively, I cannot make a move. It's a stalemate for me. I'm going to forfeit to save the time. Okay, this actually looks like it's supposed to be a real team. It's... Let's see. So it is Yveltal Zacian, and then Rillaboom, Dusclops, Landorus T, and Gastrodon. Okay, so I feel like against this sort of team that I'm going to lead off with... So they're probably going to lead off with Zacian, I feel like. I feel like Zacian is a really good lead here. Like, Zacian plus Later T, I feel like is really good for them. If not Zacian, Yveltal. I'm going to lead off with my Zacian 100% here. I think I'm going to go with just a Zacian or Shifu lead. And then I think I'm going to throw... I'm going to throw Ray in the back, and I'm going to throw Grim in the back. I don't think I really need Gastrodon here, personally. It's not terrible, to be fair. I feel like Gastrodon... I'm Among Us. I don't think I need Among Us here. It's good for Gastrodon, sure, but I don't have Grass move, so it's only good on paper for it. So they're going to lead off with Yveltal Landorus. Okay, so I keep on getting, like, the half of the lead. Very unfortunate, but it is what it is. This is still a good lead for us, to be fair. I won't act like it isn't. Because we're still going to be neutral attack, and Urshifu's still going to crit. So I still actually feel pretty fine with this lead, if I'm going to be honest. So we're going to go for Surging Strikes on the Landers, because guaranteed crit move. We do a Sash for the Yveltal, if nothing else. And then I can go for Play Rough on Yveltal, and we're probably just going to still Massacre it. I could actually go for Helping Hand, to be fair. I think I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to go for Helping Hand to the Zacian slot. We're just going to take out Yveltal just outright this turn. Their only real switch-in would be Zacian. But if they're going to go hard Zacian, I'm fine with that. We will still do a ton of damage, even with the neutral attack. They double out the Landers anyway, so I'm actually really glad I made that play, because they're probably going to Gastrodon. They go to really... Okay, you know what? Still worthwhile for that trade, in my opinion. Because they're probably assuming that we're going to go for Surging Strikes there. When instead, the Yveltal is going to get massacred before it can even go for an attack on my Urshifu. So, I'll take this. We're finally back in the spotlight, in my opinion. So Player is going to go off here. Ooh, the Roselia Berry. It's actually a good tech. I like Roselia Berry. We still almost KO, actually, which is kind of incredible. But they're going to go for Airstream here. Oh, they're going to go for Tailwind. Okay, that still counts. Still counts. They were actually Tailwind. Oh, right. They didn't max. Okay. I don't know why I thought that they were going to go for Airstream when they didn't even max. We're going to go for Behemoth Blade, and we're going to go for Surging Strikes here. Because I think there's a 50-50 that could go for either Airstream or for Heat Wave here. Or for Flare, even. They're going to go for Fake Out, just raw. Okay, that's fine. Dual Target should still pop off, at least if nothing else. Oblivion Wing. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We'll still get the crit off, if nothing else. And then next turn, what I can do, I can go for the... I just go for the Play Rough. That should easily take this out. Even if this goes for, this goes for max, I should still be fine. So Surging Strikes goes off, should be 3 hits, they're all crits, this should do a lot of damage. And the best part is this has, like, no real way to get a ton of HP back with the Oblivion Wing. Like, it'll get HP back, sure, but it's only going to get a couple, no matter who it attacks. So I should easily be able to take out Yveltal next turn. And I don't really consider Rillaboom too much of a threat, especially with Ray in the back. So, we'll definitely take that. I'm glad I waited on the max, to be honest. So, we're going to go for... I'm going to go for the Behemoth Blade just because it's 100% accurate. And I'm going to go for the Detect here. Because I think that going for Detect here, truthfully, is in my best interest. That way then, because this is still kind of useful, albeit I'm not going to act like it's the most useful. It's more useful just for preserving diff. Because I do think that also has some merit to it, to be honest. So Heat Wave does go off here. Oh, that's a bit terrifying. Just don't... Okay, that actually did nothing. We'll take that. We'll take that for sure. Behemoth Blade takes out the Yveltal, which is actually really good for us, to be fair. Because that's their Tailwind, it's their speed control, it's gone. And now the only speed control left in the game is my Ray going for Airstream. And then I guess Trick Room Dusclops, to be fair. That's another form. But the Horsepower is going to go off here. Yeah, we're going to go for Spirit Break on the Rillaboom. And I'm going to go for Surging Strikes in the Lando. If Rillaboom targets, I don't care too much, to be honest. There's only so much I can really do. They're actually going to Dynamax. Ooh, I wonder if they're Dynamaxing the Landorus or the Rillaboom. I feel like it's got to be the Rillaboom. Because I'm 100% saving the Dynamax for the... Oh, they're going to go for Landorus. Okay. Fair play, fair play. They're totally going to go for the... They're totally going to go for the Grassy Glide then on the Rillaboom. It's a very obvious play right here, I feel like. Which, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, yeah. Grassy Glide. Perfect, fine. I not the Rillaboom, the Urshifu. I know I said Grassy Glide on the Rillaboom. I meant to target the Urshifu. But, okay. Airstream goes off. Perfectly fine. We still take the hit, so I'll definitely take that. And then I can trick a Lagging Tail into this at the very least for future turns, and I can go for Max Guard, I think is what I'm going to go for turn 1. Because I want to get the guaranteed turn off. Basically, at this point, I just need to really hope they don't Grassy Glide. Oh, you know what? Fuck, they have a free Grassy Glide turn in Grim. Ooh. Team's Tailwind petered out? Okay, that's something at least. Yeah, I think I lose. I think I lose, actually. Oh, they would need to go for something that's not Grassy Glide this turn. We're gonna go for Max Guard, just in the off chance they choke. They would have to choke this turn, though, 100%. Like, if they dual target Ray, then that actually could be really good for us. That could be a saving grace. To be fair, maybe they do disrespect the Grim. I feel like there's no way in hell they do, though. But if they do, I think I actually still have an out, to be fair. Because what I could do, I can go for the attacks right on the Landorus. And then Rillaboom doesn't do a lot to Ray, to be fair. So I really just need to hope for the dual target on Ray. Or this is another white. Alright, yep, unfortunate. It is what it is, though. I don't think I can win this game, though. Well, we're 0-3 for the day. Not a good day. Sometimes these days just happen, though. You have to get the losses in to get the wins. Okay, we're gonna get some wins this game, though. Total faith we're gonna maybe not this game, but this stream. We're gonna go for Airstream. I mean, it's just because it doesn't matter at this point, to be completely honest. But yeah, no, we lose this turn 100%. Yeah, Rock Slide goes off, and then they're just gonna go for Behemoth Blade, right? To not miss. They're gonna go for Behemoth Blade. Yeah, okay. So there's nothing I can do about that. I lost this turn. All right. Well, a bit unfortunate. We're gonna win on the next game. We're leading off with Ray. We're leading off with Zacian. I'm going to just go for the sweeping early on. I feel like that's my play against this team, I feel like. For last month, I think I'm going to definitely bring Rotom. I feel like Rotom is really good against a lot of these, truthfully, especially for the Zard. And I don't really think I have the luxury with Urshifu and Among Us. Among Us, to be fair, is really good at switching into Kyogre, but it's not going to really do much back besides Spore. And I think I'd rather just go for the... I truthfully would rather just go for the Airstream early on and then just try and get the early game with Zacian plus Ray, try and KO whatever they lead it with, whatever the more threatening Pokemon is, and then just go from there. So, let's see. They're going to lead off with Kyogre and Suicune. Okay, I'm fine with this. So what I can do here, I will say, I know this Suicune is Tailwind. But I don't know if I care too much. There's nothing really actually that I think I mind going for Tailwind with, truthfully. So I think I'm just going to take out the Kyogre, because the Kyogre is obviously more threatening Pokemon here. Like, I get that it can't really take advantage of Drizzle. It is still a threatening Pokemon, though, because they can easily go for Max Hailstorm on Ray, and that's more what I'm concerned about, to be completely honest. So we're going to go for Airstream on the Kyogre, and then we're going to go for the Play-Rough on the Kyogre, because it's going to resist Behemoth Blade. So we're going to go for that. And I feel like that's still my best play. To be fair, I guess Behemoth Blade would probably... maybe Behemoth Blade did more. So let's see. So head calculating 135, 150 minus 75, but that's also keeping the 75. Yeah, I would have done slightly more. Okay, like very, very slightly more to be fair. It's not gonna make a huge difference. Like if Player doesn't take out, I highly doubt that Behemoth Blade would suddenly make that difference. But it should in theory be doing like a very slim amount more. Kyogre. Yeah, like literally. So to put it in perspective, with damage rolls for Kyogre. It does... So, it would have done quite literally about at most, it would have done about 13 damage more, which actually isn't that big of a deal. Like, that will not make the difference here, in my opinion. We're not going to KO, actually. We guarantee we're not a KO, though. If Kyogre's Dynamax, which it looks like it is, Hailstorm will actually just guarantee KO, right? Okay. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Player just going to go off there. Does some good damage, to be fair. We actually... it's a very not bulky Kyogre. Maybe that percent would have actually mattered, unironically. Why is this, like, doing so much damage? Holy fuck. That should not have done that much damage. I see. I fucked up my calcs. Oh! My opponent threw. My opponent, like, legitimately threw, I think, at that point. So +1, I need to double check calcs. Oh, we just outpace. We outpace. Oh, no. Oh my god, is this actually going to be... This is actually going to happen. Okay. We're going to go for Airstream on the Suicune slot then. And we're going to go for Behemoth Blade just to get the KO on the Kyogre slot. Oh, this is a rail. This is a rail. I love Suicune, to be fair. Suicune's super cool. Super cool pick in VGC. But it is getting railed. It's absolutely getting railed. I think this is over. Because that Kyogre is gone because of the fact that we're fast Zacian. Then imagine if we were Adamant Zacian. I'm pretty sure Adamant might not have actually outpaced. So even if this is Timid, yeah. So Timid would have actually outpaced. Jolly though gets us the outpace, which is amazing. Because there's no way in hell they expected that. I feel like just because everyone else runs Adamant. So we'll take that. Kyogre is gone. That is already huge for us. And Tailwind Suicune. Okay, you know what? As I said, takes a few losses to get a win sometimes. And I get this isn't the best team. I'm not gonna act like we're playing against some top tier player or anything. But you do need the ass kicking sometimes to get the wins. And we're going to end off with another win. I have total faith in it. But we should, like, absolutely have this. To be fair, they 100% choked. I think if they... So, not that it's going to super matter, but they could have totally taken out both of these Pokemon, and I would have only taken out Kyogre if they just attacked. I do still think that we could have beaten any combination whatever was left, but it obviously would not have been this much of a bloodbath. But... Yeah, like for example, the Charizard can't even max at this point, so the Charizard's like absolutely fodder. And then I get the dual target on this guaranteed, which is great. So I'm gonna go for another Airstream here on the Cali, and I'm gonna go for a Behemoth Blade on the Cali because the Charizard is just, it's non-existent to me. I'm gonna pretend it doesn't exist because it doesn't matter. They're not even gonna protect. Okay, that's fine. Not that they really, to be fair, not like they really can. I dual targeted by the way purely just for the in case of Sash. Yeah, okay, so it is Sash. So I'm glad I dual targeted then. Astro Barrage being spread move, that's fine. Zacian's gone, I guess. Don't really care too much. This is why Sash Cali sucks, by the way, because it doesn't get that boost. Benching the electric types here makes sense, to be fair. I think the Thunders could have been kind of cool, but I get why at least they benched the Jolteon, obviously. I didn't really have anything super threatening. Biggest threat would have been like, what, Rotom Heat if I maxed that? Not really going to do much damage anyway versus Max Kyogre. I feel like we totally just massacre with a Ray here anyway this turn, just go for Draco, because our Max is gone. But Draco should just take out Charizard, I feel like. There's 0 chance it takes the hit? Yeah, we just KO with Draco. Okay. Because my calc was for level 100 Kyogre. I was going to say that that takes it really well. You know, it's a roll to 3 at KO. No, that's because it's fucking, level 100 Charizard on my calc. Yeah, this should absolutely KO. Okay, beautiful. Ray going demon time this game. Oh, more overtime for like every game where it fucked up this recording so far. So we will take that. So solid. We win that game 3-0. I'll take it. We'll take the dubs where we can get them. Oh, this is kind of fun. I think they only have 1 restricted, but it still looks kind of fun. Oh, at least they have something. Terrathorn, Reggie, Alecki, Dragapult, Eternatus. They have a Cinderace. And they have Politoed. This is an interesting team. You know what? I'll entertain this. We will entertain this. Looking at leads, what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to lead off with Grim, and I'm going to lead off with Ray. Because I want to lag and tail. If they lead off with Eternatus, I want to lag and tail it. 100%. I feel like it's in my best interest. And then I can go for Max Guard on Ray just in case they go for Dynamax on like a Pult that turn. So I have options, because I think the Pult Eternatus could actually be a really scary lead. I don't even know if we need Zacian in this game, to be honest. I feel like it's kind of fodder to be... Like, personally, I think it's kind of fodder. I think I'm going to throw on a Shifu for sure. And last thought, I think I'm going to give to... I definitely don't need Among Us. I think I'm going to throw on... I feel like I may as well throw on Rotom Heat. Because Rotom Heat, at least, it's like a soft check to Alecki, which I kind of need at this point. So we'll go with that. And to be fair, it's also really good at breaking Firethorn if they don't bring Politoed. And it's good at breaking Politoed, I guess, with Thunderbolt. So we'll take that. But good luck or fun to my opponent. I feel like we got this. But because of the fact that they didn't bring 2 Ubers, I will not bring my Uber. It's mostly just because it matches up terribly. But that's besides the point. That's besides the point. The other set would have done great. Randy, He told me to go with him prison. It didn't do anything. Why is it that every game that I had a Zacian, no one brought it? They bring it against my team, which is so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. Rotom Heat must have been a scary check. Okay, so this is perfect, actually. So, I'm 100% going to go for the Tricking Lying Tail on both Eternatus here. I did tell Randy I would at least do this, and I would dedicate the turn to him. So, Randy, this turn is for you, Randy. I get the, you know, maxing first. I did hear some bird afterward, but apparently maxing first is usually not a good play. But I don't mind too much. Dynamax should OHKO Eternatus. This would have to be, like, even Spadef Eternatus actually should be guaranteed OHKO'd by this. Because of Max Worm. And I don't know if I really need Airstream here, to be fair. T-Spikes. Okay, so this looks like it's a singles team. I mean, just T-Spikes is kind of clever in general, but... Okay, so they're going for Hazard Stacking. I don't mind too much. It's gonna, like, hurt Rotom a little bit, but not the end of the world. We'll go for Fake Tears. I'm pretty sure Fake Tears is the Spadef dropping one. We'll go for it on Ferrothorn. Yeah, and then I'll go for the Worm on Eternatus, just to KO. Just to guarantee the KO. This would have to go for Protect. Okay, so we're just setting up Ferrothorn next turn to be Airstream, though, is really what we're doing here. I could have totally went for this on the Eternatus, to be fair, but I think it's just better fit to do an Array on Ferrothorn. So yeah, Eternatus is gone. It would have had to have been Haban or Assault Vest, which it could not have been Assault Vest. Basically, Toxic Spikes. So Ferrothorn's attack fell, which is also really good, because it should help with taking Ray hits. Which is great. This is another reason I don't want to go for Airstream too, to be fair. Is because imagine if we, let's say, we entertain the idea of going for Ferrothorn this turn, and Ferrothorn, you know, was a minus speed set, and it was going for, you know, 0 speed IV, went for a Gyro Ball, and Ray got the +1 hit off. It would have done some good damage, albeit it's not going to be any insane damage, but it would have been good damage, to be fair. We're gonna go for Spirit Break on the Regieleki here, and I'm gonna go for Airstream on the Ferrothorn just to get a speed boost. Regieleki will probably still have haste, to be fair, but it's not a huge deal. Oh, we avoided. Okay, I mean, to be fair, this is like Magma Storm level accuracy, if I remember. I think it's either 80 or 75. I know it's terrible regardless, but I'm not gonna act like it's a, you know, super Regieleki. There's no way in hell this can. Maybe it did. I actually don't know Regieleki calcs in VGC that much, which I know feel like is, like, you know, kind of wild, but I don't know the calcs that well. So even if this was like modest specs, which we'll find out, actually modest will guarantee a pace anyway. But yeah, modest specs peaked at like 56% because we were Dynamaxed, so it was guaranteed not taking us out. Even if it is modest specs, it peaks at 138, so we guarantee to get. So I'm gonna Spirit Break the Regieleki, and I'm gonna go for the Earth Power because it should. I want to say it does more. Draco actually does slightly more, and that'll also Draco also, to be fair, will account for if it Dynamaxes or if it goes for Sucker Punch, just to try and cover type changing avenues here. And to be fair, if it Dynamaxes, we won't KO it, but I still have enough Pokemon left to where that should not be a problem. And even still, Cinderace, I don't think has a way to take out my Ray. Like, they would have to dual target me this turn, which at the very least, I guarantee outpace Cinderace, so I should still be able to get off like 64% this turn. Pretty good damage in my opinion. They're gonna go for Thunder Cage here. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind Thunder Cage, to be completely honest. See that? Okay, so it's clearly not even specs, so there's no way in hell you can even make a case that mattered. Draco, okay, that kind of sucks, but you can make a case that was justified, to be fair. Regieleki's gone at least, so Thunder Cage actually should be freed. And they're clearly, I mean, they're going for the attack boost here, but it's clearly not mattering. I can go for Thunder Wave next turn on the Cinderace, so I don't mind this too much. Actually, it's pretty good for me, because going for the Thunder Wave and Cinderace should slow it down speed-wise, and I should still outpace it and get another Draco turn off. And on top of it as well, I get more turns in general later on. So, oh, oops, not Spirit Break. We're gonna go for, oh, you know what? I have a better idea. I'm gonna go for Fake Tears into Earth Power. I guarantee KO, actually. So we're gonna go for that. Even quicker, no accuracy dependence on this. This just guarantees the KO at this point. Shoutouts to the Fake Tears. So before anyone ostracizes me in the comments, I corrected the play. What the fuck is this AV? Like, I get this is Dynamaxed, but this should not have taken that anywhere close. Oh, you know what? This is not fire anymore. It's a fighting type. Okay. Not a huge deal. Not a huge deal because I can still Thunder Wave this next turn. I'm still content with that play. If I Draco'd, I would, but like, we still have 2 more Pokemon. Come on, like, they can't. This cannot target both. There's no way to dual target both. And Urshifu should rail this at this point, like guaranteed. I don't even care. I don't even care about the hazards, to be completely honest. Like, it's annoying because we're Sash Urshifu, sure, but like, what's it gonna do here? There's no way in hell this could beat both, and just for good measure, we'll go for Surging Strikes because it's a crit move, and I think a crit move is funnier. Okay, so Urshifu Rapid versus +1, but it's para. Do we actually have pace? We have pace. It's kind of funny actually, but yeah, this Cinderace is gone. Didn't really matter anyway. As I said, even if to put it in perspective, let's say they target Urshifu and they did outpace, I still have Rotom Heat. Rotom Heat plus Grim should have guaranteed to still beat this 1v1 because Cinderace would have lost max after this turn, and Grimmsnarl still did like 20% with Spirit Break. Yeah, I still also just had the potential to fish for pairs, and Rotom Heat didn't even actually die. To put it in perspective, this actually needed a really good roll with Jolly. Actually, to be fair, it could have been offensively boosted item. It could have actually KO'd. But I still had outs. So not too concerned personally. But again, didn't even have the chance to outpace. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this. If you did, of course, leave a like below and subscribe for more content just like this. Shout out to our channel members being Zeke0, Josh aka Ultra Player, Randy Chapa, Rika, Morzora, Mia, and Pokemon fan just like Eternatus. You guys help keep the channel afloat. We'll see you guys Thursday for Groudon. Until then, peace out, guys.